Hey guys, so we recently got this all set up here for autocross. Unfortunately, we kind of ran into some small technical issues. Being that it's such a small car, I found out that really the track width and the height, it's not 1-to-1 or better, meaning that the height is less than the width. So if you look at just about any other car, so I mean, even some of the cars behind me here, like the Volp here, it's wider than it is tall, or it's pretty close to being as wide as it is tall, meaning that it has a 1-to-1 ratio. Unfortunately, the Vivio does not have a 1-to-1 ratio. The track width on this thing, from the inside edge of this tire to not the inside edge, the middle of this tire to the middle of that tire, is 47 inches. It's 47 inches. It's not even technically 4 feet. But the problem is that the height, the overall height from, up here to the ground level is 54 inches. So because of that height difference, we can't run the Vivio in autocross. We can't run it in a bunch of other things as well. So what we have to do now is we need to get this guy lowered. So the plan is this has a set of KYB Super Special Rally struts on it currently. You can see those maybe. I mean, you can see it says KYB. But it has a set of Super Special Rally struts on it right now, and the problem with that is that gives it a lot of height. They clearly rallied this in Japan, but obviously rally sanction bodies don't always follow the same rules everywhere, right? So it must not have been either FIA or whatever the local ruling is. We're actually not sure where this stands in terms of rally, because it's been rallied. There's instances of Vivios being rallied in Japan.
RXR は車が埋まりそうな最悪のコンディションの中で
in other countries, things like that. I mean, there's even, back in the early 90s, Colin McRae actually drove one of these across Africa. It was pretty interesting. I think there was a quote in there, something about, you could hide it in all of the potholes because of how tiny it is. But we're going to actually get this guy lowered. But the other thing that we need to do is we need to increase the track width. So because the track width is not big enough, not wide enough, what we have to do is we need to figure out how to get it wider. So these are 13-inch wheels that we currently have on it. They're 165/60 13s. They're very tiny. There's very little offset. Like the wheel is mounted like right there, right there. So what we're gonna do, we've actually picked up a set of Fiat wheels. I think they were Fiat wheels. All I know is that they're a set of super lights, and they fit the same pattern that we have here. The back spacing is the same, so we don't have to worry about like hitting any of the suspension stuff or when we turn. So that's actually kind of nice. What we're gonna do then is we're gonna get a set of nice tires for those. They're 14-inch, so that'll give us a little bit. I know it's gonna give us some height technically, but it's gonna give us a wider wheel to start with. And then if you guys remember our red Vivio, this is actually going to be what donates the suspension for us. The red Vivio, as you see there, it sits a little lower. It's on 14s now with a set of spacers. So its track width is actually 52, but its height is 50, or no, its height is 52 and its track width is 50. So it's still 2 inches taller. So we can't even run the red one. But what we want to do for now is we're going to get this guy lowered, and then that way it'll actually not be as taller than it is wide. But we're gonna get this thing set up. We're gonna lower it. We're gonna put some wide body fender flares on it, guys. I'll just throw some pictures in here and some stuff like that. But you'll see, we have these wide body fenders that I got for a 65 Austin Mini, Morris Mini, whatever you want to call it, the original Mini Cooper, right? And they're 3-inch fender flares, and the arches are almost perfect to fit the arches here. It's going to be interesting. So yeah, stay tuned and get ready to see some more of this, because the next thing after that, we probably should put a cage in it, because even if we do get it wide enough, it still may be a rollover hazard, or we might just push it too far. I don't really know yet. But we really want to see what this thing can do, and in terms of autocross, and then maybe next year hill climb. I don't know. Tell us what you think below. Let us know what we should do with it after we do some autocross with it. Should we put a cage in it? Should we road race it? Should we try and, I don't know, should we attempt to rally it even though it'll be kind of low? I don't know. Let us know what you think below. Anyway, catch you guys soon.